So my name is Jordan Sikoria, and I'm President and CEO of AERIUM Analytics. And our company has a unique technology that is a flapping wing drone, looks like a peregrine falcon. And we use it in the energy and oil sand space in order to reduce bird mortalities in tailings. And our client that we work with on this project is Imperial Oil. But this technology doesn't just apply in the energy space, it also applies anywhere there's negative human-bird interactions. So that would be reducing bird strikes at airports. That would also be in military and defense to protect air bases from the same issue, and also to reduce food loss and food scarcity issues due to birds in agriculture. Our solution's better than the current solutions because most of the current solutions out there involve being static and stuck in a very specific location. Since this is essentially a new age scarecrow and is movable, we're able to cover more area, and we're also tying into biomimicry by we look exactly like the most feared aerial predator in the world, a female peregrine falcon, which is known on 6 of 7 continents. And most bird species that are flocking species have been predated on by a peregrine in the past. And we're also better than our closest competition, which would be live falconry, because at the end of the day, Robird can be put in a box, it's fed batteries, and we are able to also take these beautiful raptors and put them out of harm's way rather than being put into use to prevent bird issues. Our company promotes environmental sustainability with Robird by actually reducing bird mortalities and impacts on bird habitat. So we work strictly on biodiversity, wildlife protection, and using real life and biomimicry to move birds into safer locations rather than having them negatively impacted. In addition, our technology also has a support for greenhouse gas reduction by reducing the number of people that would be required in the field to do the more traditional methods, removing certain things that currently require the use of propane, such as propane cannons. So we have an ancillary support on reducing the GHG emissions as well. So to date, our impact in the oil sands is that we've been able to help reduce mortalities by up to 75% in some of our clients' projects, which is a huge reduction in the impact of birds in tailings management, as well as just wildlife in general. In other settings, such as airports, we've been able to reduce bird strikes for what they call large mass birds, or geese, gulls, those that would do damage to aircraft, by over 50% just by implementing Robird. In the context of global sustainability challenges, we see Robird being able to be applied on a global scale in mainly everywhere has airports, and on the agricultural side, it's still the same impact. So from an airport setting, negative human-bird interactions and bird strikes happen all over the world. It is a constant daily challenge. So globally, helping reduce bird strikes, protect bird species, and do it in a sustainable way is a key initiative of ours. In the agricultural space, again, food scarcity is becoming a massive, massive challenge. And the amount of crop loss that happens in high yield fruit crops, such as grapes, such as blueberries, cherries, is it's extravagant, it's exceptionally large. Those direct losses are so great that even if we could reduce the amount of food that birds eat, it will help save billions of dollars of crop loss annually. And then anywhere where you also have surface mines, tailings, places where birds really shouldn't be landing to rest, especially waterfowl, that is another area where just having this sheer presence is going to have a positive effect and encourage birds to move elsewhere where they don't have a perceived predator patrolling the location. We chose to have our company based in Calgary because I'm a born and raised Albertan, and we've been here with our companies since day one. But that's not why we started it here, that's why we keep it here. And the other reason for that is because Alberta as a province has a very, very strong background in agriculture, has a very strong background in energy. And with that, as you grow up here, you learn about environmental sustainability. You learn about the need for resource extraction, but how to do it in a safe and protective way. And so we want our technology to add to that, to continue to enhance it, and to continue to allow us to produce some of the best energy products in the world. And in addition to that, also continue to showcase how our technologies and our experiences can be shared with the rest of the world. We have a lot of trust here. We work really hard with other communities and other countries because we do feel that we are best in brand, and I'm really proud of that. Now, the province of Alberta has been incredibly supportive as well through many initiatives that we've worked with, through everything from trade missions. In fact, that's where we started, was on a trade mission in 2016 to find the rover technology before we brought it to Canada. And that trade mission was supported by the province of Alberta and has been instrumental in who AERIUM is as a company today. Canada has supported the growth of our technology through partners like the Clean Resource Innovation Network and other grants as well. We've been able to leverage the Trade Commissioner's Service to look at this from a global perspective. But more importantly, it is a technology for Canada. So being able to apply our technology across Canada in many mining situations into the agricultural sectors, as well as protecting the airports across the entire country, is a very important step for what we're doing. And then that same aspect can be applied globally in many other countries who have the same challenges. And I think going forward, we have a fantastic partnership to help us promote and grow our opportunities and showcase these incredible technologies to everyone in the world. We envision our technology evolving to be fully autonomous over time. So right now it is piloted. It is an incredibly effective tool, but in order to continue to evolve, it needs to be able to fly by itself and be able to intercept and protect birds before they ever get in harm's way. So along that journey, what we've been able to do is leverage the existing technology and where we've come, but on a global scale. Again, agriculture, food scarcity issues are all over the world right now, and if we can help protect crops from a global perspective, that's going to be incredibly important. Bird strikes at airports, that regulatory and safety perspective, that again is another challenge that's happening all over the world. And with things like climate change, with changes to migratory bird patterns, these problems are going to continue to get worse. And new technologies are going to be required on a global scale to do that. In Alberta, we see continuing to support the energy industry in reducing those negative human-bird interactions. And we see the fact that, again, Alberta has an incredible amount of regulatory compliance, environmental protection, and stewardship that we already focus on, and applying that to the rest of the world with partners such as Alberta and CRIN is important to us and is important to where we want to be as a company.